Hey guys, and welcome to the live stream. So this is our 8th live stream, and I started off slightly later for today is because the webcam for the face is using an old mobile phone, it's an old hand phone, and the battery is actually not very well right now. So actually it start to shut down by itself when I was actually switching on everything. So hopefully the phone do not shut down halfway through the live recording. So I have already reduced everything to the lowest battery usage, lighting and stuff like that. So hopefully it should be able to last us for a while. Okay, so moving forward is yesterday night there wasn't much of progress. Not because there's nothing much to do or tired or anything. It's just that it's mainly more of filling up party and stuff and waiting for the party to cure. So there isn't really much to be done last night. Most of the things was already done in the afternoon or in the morning really. So tonight, what we'll be doing is checking on some of the parts that have already been sent down, and what are the things that I will need to fix, and at the same time probably do some scribing and share with you on how to scribe on curved surfaces and stuff like that. Okay, so yesterday what I did here was the issue that I faced was there was a few small little holes, some pores. Okay, and what I did was I went up to fill with the E7 putty, and this evening when I'm back home I actually went to sand it down, and what happened is there's still some small little pores, so I went to use the glue, okay, the super glue, to just go straight and reapply it and sand it down and then prime it again. So looking at it now is actually better than before. Okay, so another issue that I face is actually this part. As mentioned earlier, is that there are some dents over here because this section isn't supposed to be there. Okay, I actually cut it off and there's a gap, so I have to use flat plate and stuff to cover it up, but there's actually a very gentle curvature. So no matter how much putty I fill up or glue that I use, you will always see that curvature is because there's nothing at the back to support. So right now, since I have already fixed this issue here, what I intend to do is to actually glue this thing down, so it'll be secured, it'll be flat, and then I'll be applying some putty or glue and then sand down this whole surface so that it will be completely flat. Worst come to worst, I'll be using some flat plate to cover it up, and then it will definitely be flatter than before already. So we will see how it goes. Okay, the next one that I'll be sharing with you guys is some of these scribe line here, how I actually do it, and yeah, but I want to do one thing at a time first, so let's move on with this piece here. Okay, I'll be using the glue to stick this on first. Okay, I realized that the glue is not strong enough because just now I actually removed it. So the parts are actually not sticking that well. So I might be removing it again to reapply the glue. So as you see, when I press down, right, this part actually crack open, which is what I mean. So later on, I actually need to sand it down and flatten it because there's no backing behind. So once you have a backing, it actually pushes the pla plate on all the party upwards. So once there's a backing, okay, once I sand it down, hopefully it should fix the problem. Okay, for the other side, Down. Usually what I'll do is I will just bring it out to prime. But for now, what I'm going to do is that I will start drawing out some of the panel design that you have seen earlier on the, while waiting for the live stream to go on. So after drawing it out, I'll see if I can have the time to start doing the details, or do I have to wait? So my trick to drawing panel lines that are on curved surfaces, usually making use of some stencil, okay, or I'll use a vernier caliper. So what I have here is from Tamiya. This vernier caliper is made up of stainless steel, so it's actually pretty durable. So I've already measured it at 0.6 mm. Yeah, and I'll be scrubbing along to get some basic lines. So recently there's also a new tool produced by U-Star, which is very similar actually. It's something like a blade, and then you have a part where you align yourself with the edge, and then after that you have a hook where you can use for scribing. So I actually thought of purchasing that as well, but I've been using this method for quite a while already, and it's working quite well for me, so I don't really have the intention to spend and buy another tool. Okay, so the line that I just draw is just a guideline. I'll be going over with BMC chisel 0.125 to give me the deeper groove and the wider gap. But before that, I wanted to do something with the circle here. So for that case, I'll be using this Hasegawa tri tool or template, and using some clear tape to help me stick the parts on. The Canon Matte Scriber, yeah, the one I also saw from the website. But I mean, you see if you don't have any current tool for you to use for scribing on curved surfaces, you can go and actually purchase them and try it out. But for me, since I purchased this and it works for me, so I won't be spending a few more dollars to buy a new tool. Okay, so the size that I'm using here is number 8. Okay, I honestly do not know if there's any better way to align the sensor. So I will just go ahead with aggravation. So before I do the scribing and stuff, I just want to draw one circle and then lift up the template and check if it's accurate. So it looks accurate to me. Yeah, the mic, I changed the mic already. So the current mic that I have is around $50. My colleague actually recommended it, so I went over to eBay to buy it. You can also get it from Q10. The delivery is actually faster. Within a few days or a week you can get it ready. This one that I have about two weeks. Okay, so back to this. After drawing out the lines, oh wait, I forget, I need to take some photos. Okay, the next tool that I'll be using is actually BMC. So let me take a look. Okay, so I actually have a BMC 0. So BMC 0 is for me to scribe some basic lines. You can also use it for adding some thickness along the panel in your Gundam. I don't have an example now to show you. Let me find something. Okay, so for example, you know some of the Gundam parts have areas that are extruded out, but the panel line there is not very deep. So what you can use is either use a BMC 0, or you can actually use MatWork 0 to help you out as well. Okay, you can also use, alternatively, you can also use a hobby-made scriber, which I find that is also easier to use since it's in a pencil line. So what I'm doing here is, after using the scriber to scrap out the line, I use my pencil to see if I can go over it. So if it's smooth enough, then I'll be able to use my chisel to scribe the line over. So I'm going to keep the chisel. Okay, before that, just take one picture. I'm going to remove the template. Okay. Hi Patrick. Oh yeah, ran out of line. Hello. Okay. The line I can scribe back. Sometimes when you overscribe, the line is crooked already. Even if you scribe from the other direction, you will see that the line is there, it's not straight anymore. So fortunately enough, okay, the line here is can be safe. Okay, so the part that I overscribe, I'll just use a super glue to fix it back. Okay, I'm going to try if I can push the mic further away from me, because it's like very close to my face. Okay, so for areas like this, things that are overscribed, okay, I will simply just use the glue to go over it, and then hopefully you fill up the gap. Usually it does. So for starters that do scribing, right, don't afraid that your line will go over. You know, if you go over, just be mentally prepared to fix it. You know, don't be afraid that you make a mistake and then that's it, end of the world. You know, you put it aside, throw it away. You know, or you try to fix, but things get worse. Just learn from the experience. Okay, another thing that commonly you make mistakes for beginner is that if you are not using a BMC chisel, if you are using some other chisels like or scriber like Mr. Hobby, sorry, not Mr. Hobby, Hobby Mate. What happens is that this is a pointed tip. So as you scribe, because it's a pointed tip, right, it will actually go deeper and deeper and deeper. So as you go deeper and deeper, the plastic, the edges actually become wider, wider and wider. So when you scribe and you are not consistent, or you have been scribing at this, you know, at certain portion for way too much, you notice your edges for some areas are thinner than the other. So that's why BMC chisels are so popular for scribing lines, is because the deeper you go, you know, your width will still be that thickness, but the depth will be deeper and deeper. Okay, so after sanding it down, the risk of using a 0.125, you know, is that after you sand it down, the line might not be there anymore. So I need to actually scribe one more time, and hopefully those lines that I overscribed previously will not appear. So I have to be very gentle. Oh, damn, gentle only, then scribe off it. Yeah, past the area. Okay, I'm going to go past it again. Okay, one last time. Also at the corner, what I try not to do is to like twist and turn too much, because again it might not be good for your chisel. At the same time, at the corner you want it to be sharp, so when you twist it, what happens is that it acts like a screwdriver. You might actually curve the edges. I'm using a bit more strength. Okay, and I'm done for this part. I'll be smoothing out the edges again. $2,000 grit. Okay, then using a pencil to gently go over. Alright, so I'll be doing for the other side, and then I'll be working on the blood plate here after that. Okay, just drawing some guidelines to help me when I apply my template over it. My template, where have I placed it? Oh, okay. I'm just going to draw a rough circle here. Okay, the reason for drawing this rough circle is because my caliper will be going over it, so I don't want to overscribe the line. So at least I know roughly where I should stop. Okay, another tool you can use beside this is actually your compass, the one with two needle. Hey Jonathan, but based on what I understand, I think your site should be afternoon right now. Shouldn't you be working in the afternoon? Oh wait, yeah, you mentioned that your timing. is a bit different. Oh, okay. Wow. I thought you are MMA, trainer or something. I didn't know you are a paramedic. Cool. Upcoming REMG. The one at the Shizuoka. Oh, okay. So the zero chisel is good for scribing curved lines, and just using it as a guide for your 125, your BMC 0125 to go over it. Because if I were to go over it, the 0125, your blade will actually get bent, so it might risk the blade from breaking off. So 0125 is a lot thicker. Sorry, 0 is actually a lot thicker, so it is sharper as well as compared to the other chisels that I have. So the lines are actually very clean and sharp. Okay, but I haven't fully utilized or learned how to use the whole tool yet. Right now I'm just using it to draw lines. There is usually for chisels, BMC chisels, there is two sides. One side is for you to scribe the lines. The other side, when you turn it around, is for you to chisel out certain things. So for 0, we can really clearly see that the blade, the top, you see from the top, there is a triangular shape. Okay, it's tapered downwards, but then if you go to the back, it is flat. So we actually use the flat part for scribing, Okay, but if you were to use this direction here to push it, I do not know if there's any usage. So maybe in the future I can try it out, but maybe not now. I'll try it out on some spare part. Okay, so looking at the blade again, what I realized is that the tip, okay, the one that I'm pointing here, is actually flat and very sharp as well. So it could be used for digging out certain details. Like just now, I was stuck at one corner, so I actually turned the blade around and push it, and after that I turned back as per normal to scribe, and now it's actually very smooth. So I think there might be more than one usage, so I will try it out in the future and let you guys know. Yeah, I think 0 is about 3,000 over yen, but convert to Singapore price, I don't know the exact price. But it's also very rare to have. But then if you don't need it, then there's no need to buy. There's many other tools that you can use as well. It's like 0.75. 0.075 is very thin. After using it, after you prime it, that's it. You cannot see a line to you. Oh, damn. First line is overscribed. Wow, this is not very good. I think the circle that I draw earlier on might not be center. You guys can see, right, the thickness over here. Here seems to be a bit off. About 0.25. Okay, so I'll be fixing this part. I'll be redoing it again. Yeah. Looking at his work, I tell you, very jealous. The way he able to scrap lines and work with chisel. I think they are born to be together. Ant-Man. Yeah, I think I understand why it was off really. Because I was always looking at this particular angle, and the lighting condition that I have give me the illusion that both sides are the same distance. But when I put it over to this direction, I realized, the distance are not the same. So I definitely need to rearrange the stencil again. this is definitely not easy to scribe at all. Okay, because after filling up with the super glue, because the edges are very close to one another, so when you scribe, you have a tendency of actually going over to the previous drawn line. Okay, the circle is not perfect also, so I might be redoing it later. No, Kenneth, actually, Jonathan is working on the frame arm. Yeah, I can see his frame arm also very hardcore. All the plug plate and the design, all the details on it. I mean, if you compare to for size, if I were to shrink it down to your level, I don't think I'll be able to do the kind of detail work. There is a lot of planning, you know, all the fluff plate and design. Okay. Okay, so I'll wait for this to be primed, and then I will check on the curve again, because after drawing the pencil line over it, I realized that it doesn't look so bad, but maybe after priming it, it'll be more obvious, you know, that it's not perfectly curved. Yeah, that's why you see the piece here is so big, and yours, you know, is, you know, the amount of detail inside, crazy, man, I tell you. If I were to hold something like that so small, working on the details, things will just fall apart. Okay, actually I have hit the 1 hour mark, but there's still a lot of things I wish to do. So I'll just continue doing it first. Okay, so what I'm doing here is that the previous line that I drawn, there isn't a very fixed distance or length. So I'm trying to see if using all the guiding tape that I have, can I link them up together, and then after that I'll be using fluff plate to take over the design. Yeah, actually I'm not very pleased with this section here. I might be redrawing again or redesigning again this portion. I tend to want the design here to be slightly longer, not so short, somewhere around here instead. Okay, but the one at the top will be slightly smaller. So I'll work on this again later on. I'll move up to the top and see how I can play with the lines here. Wow, thanks man. You know, I was decal is another thing that I've yet to venture in. But thanks for the offer. Thank you, appreciate it. I have this idea right now, and I can share with you. I have this thought of printing a very huge decal, A3 size, and then just maybe go over it with my model kit. But no lah, I'm just kidding. I don't really have any idea of how I want my decals yet. Cutting machine for pla plate. You mean this one? I haven't opened it yet, so maybe I try already, then see how. Yeah. Actually, it's very heavy. Stencil cutter by I've never seen any stencil cutter before, so maybe I might need to Google search for it. Okay, so for the panel line, I think I'll definitely need to spend a bit more time to redesign. Honestly speaking, I'm still not very happy with the current design, especially around this section here. So I'll see how I can actually link all these lines together. Okay, and at the same time how I can actually repeat it over to the bottom part. Okay, actually I have a lot of things I need to work on. The front portion here, I actually just applied the cement this morning. No, I haven't sand down this area yet, and yeah, there's a lot of things for me to do tonight, so I'll be doing all of this offline, and then tomorrow I might not be able to do the live stream, so maybe the next live stream will be on Wednesday evening. So I'll be stopping the live stream right now. So thanks so much for staying up so late, and I catch you guys again on Wednesday. If you're talking about the silhouette cutter Kuros, right? I have it as well. It's actually under my table. I actually bought this like 1 year ago, and actually it's very nice to use. It's very cool, but I only use it once. Hopefully in the future I can use it again. So when I use it, I'll show you guys how it works. Okay, so that's all for today. I'll see you guys again on next Wednesday. Okay, bye.